third interpolation, we will discuss the general polynomial interpolation. General interpolation. Okay, so this is the general form of polynomial interpolation. So this is the order, and then this is the input, p0 plus p1. This we have already discussed in linear interpolation, minus x0, and then we have b2 and so on, and we have discussed in quadratic interpolation, but here I will write it as general form. So this bn x minus x0, x minus x1, and so on until x minus x and minus 1, like this. So this is the general form of polynomial interpolation. You can use high order polynomial interpolation, or you can just use in quadratic interpolation, or you can use linear interpolation. It's based on your choice. And well, uh, in application, suppose we have an interpolation like this. So we have several points, and we have one interpolation function. This is the interpolation function, and we have several data here, and this interpolation function, high order polynomial interpolation, use all this point. In application, this may not be useful because the real function will not be like this. So better to use linear interpolation in each 2 point, or you can use in each 3 point. You make a quadratic interpolation, and then again 3 point quadratic interpolation, and so on. Or you can use linear interpolation, something like this. It is based on your problem. Maybe higher polynomial interpolation will not give you the good error, better error, or maybe using low order polynomial interpolation will give you better error. It's based on your case. But now I will give you the general form of the polynomial interpolation. So what is b0, b1, and so on. So b0, as you have already know, b0 if fx0, sorry. Then what is b1? b1 is f of the difference. This is the symbol of difference between x1 and x0, and b2 is a function, different function of x2, x1, and x0, and so on. We have the general form. Bn is the difference between xn, xn minus 1, and so on until x1 and x0. And what is different function? The different function, suppose we have xi and xj, so this function is fxi minus fxj divided by xi minus, this is I, minus xj. Okay, so this function, different function, is this. We have discussed this in quadratic function, quadratic interpolation and linear interpolation. And how about the other different function? Suppose we have three parameters here, xi, and then xj, and xk. Then it's the different function will be f xi comma xj. I'm sorry, this should be difference function. Minus f xj comma xk divided by xi minus xk. Okay, and then if you have many many x, then the difference function will be the difference between xn, xn minus 1, and so on until x1 minus the difference between till x0 divided by xn minus x0. Okay, so this is 0 and this is n, so n until 0. This is I until k, so this is I minus k, and so on. Then based of this difference, we can look for the b, and if we found the b, we get the interpolation function. And then what is actually different function? Well, actually I have already implicitly give this in midterm exam. So in my midterm exam, you have this type of question in the topic of differential equation, not differential equation, it's in finite difference. So this is the first difference, first difference, and then that is second, and third. Suppose you have this data, you have 3 data, so you can make one difference, twice difference, third difference, so 3 times difference. Actually we discussed this in finite difference in Taylor series. X2, X3, then we have here oh, I'm sorry, it should be not like this. Let me cut this. Oh wait, just this in here, and then okay, and then this should be x1, x0, x1, x2, and x3. Then this is the first difference, x1 and x0. X2 and x1, x3 and x2. So if you want to find the second difference, you have to calculate this this 2 difference. So this 2 difference, this will become this, and this will become this, and this will become this. Then the second difference will be x2, x1, x0. This x3, x2, and x1. So this become this, and this become this, and if this become the third difference. This difference, if I take the difference again, and then I have the third difference. So x3, x2, x1, and x0, like this. So if you want to find, I'm sorry, it should be in difference. Okay, so this is difference function. So if you want to find the third difference function, then you have to calculate all of this different, at least 4 x's. So this is all about the difference, and if you have the difference, you will have the b, and if you have the b, then you have the function, the polynomial function. Then you can find the y, or the result of the function based on the input x. So this is all about the polynomial interpolation, and please make sure that you do the assignment. Thank you very much.